Guys, good evening. Confirm audio and video. Confirm audio and video. Just type if audio and video are working fine. Audio, video, okay. All right. All right. Let us start. So first we will start with the leftover part from the last lecture. That is comparison of ratios. We have had 3 sessions on Vedic maths, speed maths. First one also had an introductory lecture. What is syllabus? How will we be covering the course and all those things? We discussed in the first lecture also how to plan your studies. Second lecture we performed squares and multiplications, and third lecture we performed percentage calculations. Today I'll be starting with percentage basics. But before that, let us complete the comparison of ratios first. How do we compare ratios? Very simple approach. When dealing with smaller numbers, if you have, let us say, 8 upon 13 and some other number, let us say 12 upon, let us say 19, and you are required to compare these ratios. Comparison of ratios is useful for quant as well as DI. You will regularly come across find the highest fraction, or there will be need of the highest fraction or highest percentage in quant as well as in DI. So in all such questions, look at this. The format is A upon B compared with C upon D. Two ratios at a time. Do not change the position of numerators. Do not change position of A and C. Cross multiply D. Multiply D here. Multiply B here. Don't change the position of A. A is on the left side, leave it there. C is on the right side, leave it there. Now, whatever symbol comes here will come here also. Observe. I'll keep 8 here and I'll multiply 19. That is 20 minus 1. So 20 into 8, 160. 160 minus 8, 152. I will cross multiply this and this. So 12 into 13, 156. Now I notice right hand side number is more. So whatever symbol has taken this place will take this place also. Right hand side is more. So you don't change the position of A and cross multiply the denominator. Don't change position of C and cross multiply the denominator. This is a universal approach and is one of the best approaches when the numbers are small, numbers are manageable. Write it down. I'll give you 3 more methods of comparison, pattern based comparisons. Write it down, comment done. I'd like to see your writing this down. Comment done. Very simple stuff. Very simple stuff. Let me drop a message in your group. Done. Very good. Let me take slightly larger numbers in this case and see if you can perform this comparison. Let us say I plan to compare 23 by 32 and 27 by 30, let us say 5. Perform a comparison. Is X more or is Y more, or are they equal? Give it a try. Here I'll show you one small observation. Perform a comparison and tell me which is larger. X is large or Y is large? Perform comparison. Guys, tell me which is larger, X or Y? Quick. So you need to multiply 23 into 35 and 32 into 27 and then compare. You guys are saying Y is more. I agree with you. Now what I am showing you, learn it properly. These are very, very specific tricks. Observe. In any ratio, when the numerator is less than denominator, it is called a proper ratio. It is called a proper ratio. Listen to this. In 23, I am adding 4 numbers. In 32, I am adding 3 numbers. Listen to the language. In a proper ratio, when you add more numbers to the numerator than denominator, when you add more numbers to the numerator than denominator, the ratio will always increase. Write down this wording. Write down the sentence. In what? In a proper ratio. In a proper ratio, when you add more numbers in the numerator than the denominator, the ratio will always increase. Reversal of this may not be true. Write this down clearly. When you add more numbers to the numerator than denominator, a proper ratio increases. Here, do you see you are adding 4 in the numerator and you are adding 6 in the denominator? It is still increasing, the ratio is still increasing. Reverse करके नहीं याद करना है. Don't think or don't remember the reverse. A proper ratio increases when there is extra addition in the numerator. When more numbers are added in the numerator, a proper ratio increases. इतना सब याद नहीं करना है. So you cross multiply. You cross multiply. Whatever comes between the two, that will give you the answer. So that is 805 and 864. Okay. All right. All right. Now, more ways of comparison, more ways of comparing numbers. How do we compare more numbers? Observe. Observe this. How is this different from the previous one? Again, I have told you, if I write numbers like 2 by 3, 5 by 11, random numbers. If I write 19 by 101, these are all, they all belong to, there's a symbol of belong to. They all belong to proper ratios. What is a proper ratio? the numerator is below a denominator, that is called a proper ratio. Observe. If I give you, I'm deliberately taking numbers which are easy for you to handle. If I take, let us say, 2 upon 10, I'm adding 90 to both. I'm adding 90. So 92 upon 100. I'm adding 900 to both. 992 upon 1000. What did I add? I added 90 to both. You could add anything. You could add any number. I added 900. You could add whatever you like. It should be same in both places. What is the first value? First value is 0.2. What is the second value? 0.92. What is the third value? 0.992. Does it make you feel ratios are increasing? You could add anything you like. It should be same number. Listen to the language. Proper ratios increase when a constant is added to both numerator and denominator. ये wording लिखो. Proper ratios increase when a constant is added to both numerator and denominator. It is based on a specific pattern. Constant must be added. You could have any ratio. Let us say I have 11 by 19. I am adding 5 to both. I am adding 5. That is 15 by 24. I am adding, let us say, 7 to both. 22 by 31. I am adding 1000 to both. You could add anything. As long as you're adding same number, ratios will keep on increasing. There is one more way to learn this. There is one more way to of this. What did I add here? I had 5 here with 16. There is one more way to learn this. Is this clear? Is the first statement clear? What is the first statement? A proper ratio will always increase when a constant is added to both. A proper ratio will always increase when a constant is added to both. No, there is no reverse case, Rituraj. That is what I am saying. There is no reverse case. Pichla wala. Just one method I taught you. A proper ratio increases when a constant is added to both numerator and denominator. Now, one more way to remember this. Can I say the gap here, the gap between these two is 8. The gap is 8. Here the gap, is the gap 8? No. I added 7 to these. That is 23. The gap is 8. The gap is 8. When the gap is same between numerator and denominator, larger number gives you larger ratio. When the gap is same between numerator and denominator, larger number gives you larger ratio. When the gap is same between numerator and denominator, all of this is for proper ratios. These are all proper ratios. When the gap is same between numerator and denominator, larger number gives you larger ratio. Clear? Both ways are clear to you. I've given you 2 ways of remembering, understanding this. Proper ratios increase when a constant is added to both. Second way was, the second way of writing or second way of saying was, when the gap is equal between numerator and denominator, larger numbers gives you larger ratios. More variations. exact opposite. If I write ratios like 3 by 2, 11 by 9, 100 by 27, random. Whenever the numerator is more than denominator, these ratios are called improper. These ratios are called improper ratios. So in this case, again, I will create numbers in which you are comfortable handling these values. Let us say um, I have got, let us say 10 by 8. I have got for you 10 by 8. I'm adding 2 in both. I'm adding 2 in both. 12 by 10. I'm adding random. I'm adding 90 in both. So how much is the first value? The first value is 1.25. How much is the second value? 1.2. How much is the third value? 1.02. So does it make you feel ratios are decreasing? What I did is I added a constant. It could be any constant. It could be any number that you add. It should be same. It should be same in both parts, both places. I'm saying improper ratio decreases when a constant is added to both numerator and denominator. I can show you direct applications of these in questions. Direct applications. You'll have such numbers selected, properly grouped, where constant is being added. Constant can be anything. Let me get another set of numbers. 15 by 13. I'm adding plus 7. 22 by 20. I'm adding 15 to this. 37 by 35. I'm adding 10 to both. 47 by 45. So because I'm adding the same number, ratios will keep on decreasing. I added here 15. What is the sentence? Proper ratio decreases when a constant is added to both. This kind of thought process I will again apply in ratios and proportions to teach you concepts. Another way to observe, what is the gap between these? The gap is 2. The gap is 2. The gap is 2. The gap is 2. When it is an improper ratio. An improper ratio decreases if the gap between numerator and denominator is same. See, this is the largest number. This is the largest number. And that is the smallest ratio. It is reverse. It is exact opposite of the previous case. In a proper ratio, when the gap is same, larger number means larger ratio as well. In this case, what is happening is larger number means a smaller ratio. A improper ratio decreases, or improper ratio is lowest. Improper ratio is lowest when the gap is same and the numerator denominator and larger numbers are there. Both ways are exact opposite of each other. You could add any number. You could add any number. I am not saying it should be constant always. It should be constant addition between numerator and denominator. Manisha. Yeah, I'm answering it out. It should be constant number just for that one step. Then you can add whatever you like. Like in this case, I've added 7 in the first case. In second case, I've added 15. In the last case, I've added 10. It could be it could be plus 1 also. It should be same number in both cases. Now, in a lot of books, this is all given as mumbo jumbo. Like this, x upon y is more than x plus k upon y plus k if k is positive and x is. क्या चल रहा है ये? What are you doing? What is this? ऐसा कुछ नहीं करने का आपको. Sentences are easy to work with. Common sense. Now, so I've given you three methods so far. One was cross multiplication, then increasing ratios, proper, decreasing ratios, improper. Now something altogether different. Probably you'll not find this again in books. 7 by, let us say 86. I want to compare this with, let us say, 9 by 104. I want to further compare this. Let us say 11 by 153. I have to compare A, B, C, and I have to write them as increasing or decreasing order. So whenever you see the denominator is 9 times, 10 times, 12 times, the denominator is k times of numerator. In every case, denominator is a very large multiple, 10 times, 15 times, a large multiple of numerator. So what you do is you understand A upon B can be rewritten as 1 upon B by A. आप रेशो को उल्टा कर सकते हो. All you have to do is write 1 upon. You can invert the ratio as 1 upon. So first one I can write as 1 upon 86 by 7. 1 upon 104 by 9. 1 upon 153 by 11. Now can I say this is 14 times? What is 14 times of this? 12 times. 12 times. My apologies. 12 times. This is 12 times. 12 times is 84. Kitna bach gaya? 2 upon 7. Leave it there. We will come back for this. Now can I say this is 1 upon, this is 1 times 9 carried over 1. 1 times 9 carried over 5 by 9. And last one, this is 1 times 11 carried over 4. So 3.10 by 11. Now you observe, I'm not focusing on decimal, I'm focusing on the integer part. This is 1 upon 12 plus something. This is 1 upon 11 plus something. And this is 1 upon 13 plus something. Can I say when the denominator is low, the overall number will be higher? Denominator low means low divisor, small divisor. So out of A, B, and C, if you ask me, I'll say B is the highest number, then A, and then C. That is the right order or the correct order of arranging ABC. When to apply this? When is the need of this? When the denominator is a multiple of numerator, a large multiple, 5 times, 4 times, 10 times, in this manner. Jot it down. Just copy this down. Observe this. Lesser denominator means overall larger ratio, larger fraction. This is the crux of all. This is the crux of it all. This is the crux of it all. Done. Very good. Others also confirm? Good. Good. Chalo. So let us add another dimension to this, another level to this. Again, we have seen 3-4 methods of comparison. This one is the universal one, the one I'm going to put on the screen now. And this requires understanding of percentages. You may have to use a calculator to understand this. This is the more universal one. I'm writing large numbers. Let us say I've got 58 upon 93, and I have got for you 73 upon 142. Something like this I have got. So bring out your calculators. Bring out your calculators. What I want from you is, look at these as separate numbers. Look at the numerators separate. Look at the denominators separate. What is the amount of increase from here to here? Amount of increase from here to here. From here to here. The amount of increase. The increase is 17 points. 17 points on 58 into 100. Calculate this with a calculator. That's fine. I'm trying to show you something. What is the amount of increase here? The amount of increase is 49. Yes, on 93 into 100. Without even a calculator. Without even a calculator. Observe. Can I say half of this number is 46? 46. So I have 50% or more increase. I have half of the number 93 is 46. ऊपर ज़्यादा है. I have more than 50% increase. Can I say it looks like नीचे 3 times है, 3 times है, 4 times है? So I have somewhere around 33% increase. That is the numerator increase. That is the denominator increase. Because, listen to this, because denominator is increasing a lot. Numerator is increasing but little. Denominator is increasing 50% or more. Numerator is not increasing 50% or more. In this case, the number has to fall down. नीचे ज़्यादा increase है, तो number will go down. उल्टा होता, had it been opposite. Let me take another example. Let us say here it is 58, and let us say this is 89. Let us assume that the denominator, let us say, is 93, and let us say I want to increase denominator. I want to show you the reverse approach. I want this to become more. So in this case, let us say आधे से कम है. Let us say 1 again 42. How much is the increase here? How much is the increase here? If you observe, the increase is 31 upon 58. Calculate this percentage. What is the increase here? 49 upon, let us say, 93. Calculate this. I'll also perform the same calculation for you guys. The idea is to help you understand the same concept. 31 by 58. There's a 53% increase here. And in denominator, 49 by 93. There's a 52% increase. They're very close. They're very close. But do you see numerator increases more? Numerator increases more than denominator. The value will go up. अलग concept है, but ये universal है. This is a universal concept. Numbers could be anything. Numbers could be anything. Earlier, I'll say the first method was universal for 2 ratios. Then the next 2 methods, 3 methods were based upon what kind of numbers you have. And this is the last one, the universal one. कैसा भी हो. Calculate the increase rate in numerator. If the numerator has more increase rate, ratio will increase. If the numerator has less increase rate, the ratio will decrease. It will take time. I'll show you examples. Don't worry, we'll start with examples now. I've got enough examples to clarify all this. Then we will start with percentages. First, we will compare all of these. Then we'll start with percentages. Shall we start with questions? All right. Writing part is done. I have taken 2 examples. Write it down. Writing part is done. Confirm. Good. नहीं, percentage approximate हो जाता है. See, if you have calculator, you can directly divide both. In CAT, you have calculator, divide both, your answer is ready. I have taken numbers a little complex, so I am showing you percentage वाले approach से. In exam also, see, here it was 33%, here it was 50%. It was very clear, absolutely clear. ऐसे questions बनते हैं. This one I deliberately brought them close. देखो ना, 53% 52% का increase है. They are very close to each other. मैंने ऐसा फ्रेम किया आपको दिखाने के लिए. चलो, which of these fractions is the largest one? Which of these fractions is the largest one? Try. Give it a shot. Which of these fractions is the largest one? I might ask you smallest one. I might ask you to compare increase, decrease. Which of these is the largest one? In fact, right now, at this stage, I can give you 3 different ways to solve this without a calculator. Without a calculator. So I'm naming them A, B, C, D. You simply comment the name. Is A the largest? Is B the largest? Is C the largest? Just comment. Without a calculator करना है, without a calculator. Comment your answers. Nobody is answering. Why? क्या चल रहा है? Largest one? चलो. See, first I'll go with the first method I trained you with. 15 by 17, 11 by 15. When I cross multiply, 225. When I cross multiply, 187. हमें largest चाहिए, largest. So I can see left side is larger. तो B तो बेटा वैसे ही बाहर हो गया. B cannot be the answer. I have to compare 15 by 17 and 23 by 29. Let us say I have to do this. Cross multiply. 15 to 29. I'm not good with this. So I'll write step by step. 10 into 29, 290. 5 into 29, 145. So that is 435. Leave it there. Cross multiply these. What is 20 into 17? 340. What is 3 into 17? 51. 391. Which is larger? Left side or right side? Left side is larger. I'm looking for largest one. This is cancelled. Gone. So it seems like answer is either A or D. 15 by 17. 31 by 34. Observe, I could have cancelled this. हर बार multiply क्यों करना है? Numbers in front can be cancelled. Diagonally you cannot, you should not cancel. So left hand side is 15 and right hand side is 15.5. Which is larger? Guys, the largest one is D, Delhi. Largest, which of the following is the largest? Now, maybe we have applied different methods, but after seeing the solution, do you agree D is the largest one? सब कुछ आपके सामने, everything is right in front of you. All right. Now the blue color is method 1. Let us see method 2. 15, 17, 11, 15. What is happening? The gap is 2, the gap is 4. When I double both, 30 upon 34, 11 upon 15, the gap is same. Remember that part, remember that theory. When the gap is same in a proper ratio, larger number gives you larger ratio. Cancel. Now what is the gap here? 15 by 17, the gap is 2. 23 by 29, what is the gap? The gap is 6. Make it 6 times. Make it 3 times. 45 by 51, 23 by 29. Do you remember that part? When the gap is same, larger number is the larger ratio. ये बाहर हो गया. Again gone. And between the first and the last, you can cancel denominator and be done. You can cancel denominator or देखो एक बार. 15 by 17, the gap is 2. 31 by 34. I think ये मेरे पीछे आ गया ये. I think it's behind me now. I am writing it on this side. This side. 15 by 17, the gap is 2. 31 by 34, the gap is 3. Can I make the gap equal? इसको 3 गुना कर दो, इसको 2 गुना कर दो. So that becomes 45 by 51 and इसको 2 गुना कर दो. That becomes 62 by 68. The gap is equal, the gap is 6. Absolutely. Larger terms gives you larger ratios. Done. Answer is D. That is why I'm saying these are such minute and such simple things. We don't even pay attention to these things. Denominator to denominator you can cancel. Numerator to numerator you can cancel. To perform comparison you can do that. I was comparing 15 by 17 and 31 by 34. आमने सामने you can cancel. अगर ऊपर होता यहाँ पे if it was 30, I could cancel this. From denominator to denominator you can cancel. From numerator to numerator you can cancel in a comparison. Diagonally you cannot cancel. यहाँ पर 17 होता और ऊपर 34, you cannot cancel and say 2. वो गलत हो जाएगा. So going to the next example, I hope you guys are understanding and learning these tricks. सीखना ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है. Learning these is a more important task. Let me handle the pop-up window. There's a pop-up window right now. Some messages there. Chalo. Chalo. Try this. Give it a shot. I want what? Largest. I want largest fraction. Pay attention how they are written. 39 by 161. 21 by 93. 17 by 77. 28 by 113. 32 by 147. There are many ways in which you could think here. हाँ, द लास्ट मेथड आई शोड यू, गैप बराबर करे तो हमेशा काम करेगा ना. गैप अगर आपने इक्वल कर दिया, इट विल ऑलवेज वर्क. एब्सोल्युटली. So you'll see all our sessions are very detailed. आराम से, कोई जल्दी नहीं है, डिटेल बनाएंगे. So do you see this appears to be 40, नीचे 4 गुना. 20 का 4 times 80, थोड़ा ज्यादा. 17 का 4 times 68, थोड़ा ज्यादा. 28 का 4 times is 112, थोड़ा ज्यादा. Deliberately these numbers are kept around 4 times. 4 गुना के आसपास है. Now I will definitely invert this. I will write it as 1 upon. What is 4 times of 39? 39 looks like 40 minus 1. So 4 times is 160 minus 4. 156. 156 से कितना ज्यादा है? 5. So 4, ध्यान से, 4 decimal 5 by 39. Leave it there. रहना दो उसको. 1 upon. What is 4 times of 21? 84. 4 times is 84. 84, 9 by 21. रहने दो. We'll come back to this. What is 4 times of 17? 68. 68. So 9 by 17. What is 4 times of this number? 112. So how much more? 1 by 28. 4 times of 32 is 128. 128. कितना ज्यादा है उससे? 128 से? 19 by 32. Now what is your job? Your job is to find the largest fraction. Every number looks like 1 upon A, 1 upon B, 1 upon C. Fraction will be largest when the denominator will be smallest. मेरे को denominator कम चाहिए. I want less denominator, not more. So can I say this one and this one looks almost 4.5. They both look almost 4.5. सीखो. Can I say this looks like 1 by 8? 1 by 8. How much is 1 by 8? 125. 1 by 8. You guys remember, we have seen speed maths earlier. 1 by 8 is 12.5% और 0.125 decimal. नहीं पता होगा, approximate कर लेंगे. 1 by 8 is 0.125. So out of these, ये तो बाहर हो गए. I'm looking for what? I'm looking for less denominator. So this one looks like less denominator. यहाँ पे आते हैं. What is this? 1 upon 30 के आसपास है. 1 upon 30 मतलब 0.03 के आसपास है. तो ये तो और भी छोटा हुआ ना, ये बाहर चला गया. Do you see this one? This one is more than half. What is half of 32? 16. ऐसा लिखा होता तो I will say half. ये half से भी ज्यादा है. This is more than 4.5. तो my answer is this. What is that answer? 4 point something, 4.03 something. The highest ratio is the fourth one. If I was to name them A, B, C, D, E. So comparing ratios is not a big deal. You can do that with the calculator. एक step में, 2 step में. The idea is to develop that thought process. Half से ऊपर है, half से नीचे है. It is close to 4 times. And learn from that. The largest fraction is D. Largest ratio is D. With the help of calculator, you can verify this. All the numbers are 4.4.4. 3 numbers are 4.5 something. 3 numbers 4.5 something. They are gone. 2 numbers are 1 upon 4.125 and 1 upon 4.03. 03 is a smaller number. Some of you might be repeaters. ये सब देखा है पहले कभी आपने? These things help you in developing thought. Confirm, done. So we could go to the next slide. Any doubt in any of these steps, whether it is calculation of A or B or C or D or E? Let me know. Good. Shall try this. Now it is not about largest or smallest. Now it is about ascending order. You must write them in the ascending order. Give it a shot. Increasing order. Try this. You have 1 minute. In all questions of ascending, descending, first you notice you start with the smallest number that you see. 17 by 36. Forget their name for the time being. 23 by 42. 27 by 46. 38 by 57. Always test this. A constant number. Is it the same constant number? Yes. Is it the same constant number? Yes. And again, yes. तो क्वेश्चन ही ऐसा फ्रेम किया आपको सिखाने के लिए. So what is the largest value? Largest value is C. Ascending order चाहिए, increasing order. Or rather smallest value is B. Then after B I have A. After that I have D, and after that I have C. Ascending order. What was the concept here? Or you could have noticed the gap. The gap here is 19. The gap here is 19. Whenever the gap is same in a proper ratio, in a proper ratio, if the gap is same, between numerator and denominator, the ratio increases as the number increases. The largest number is this, largest ratio is this. Second largest number is this, second largest ratio is this, and it goes on. Clear hai? Good. Everyone just jot it down, observe this. Moving on. Try this. Again, first thing you notice, they're all improper. They're all improper. What is the gap here? 14. Is it 14 here? Is the gap 14 here? Yes. Is the gap 14 here? Yes. Is the gap 14 here? Is it 14? Yes. A improper ratio decreases. Improper ratio decreases with same gap when the number is largest. So this has the largest number. So B is the smallest value. Then this is second largest number. It is D. Then third largest number. This is A and this is C. Descending order, descending from larger to smaller. What did I check? Same gap. For the same gap in an improper ratio, larger number means a lesser ratio. So it becomes a 30-second problem now. If the gap matches, it becomes a 30-second problem. If the gap does not match, you have three different methods. Gap matches, proper ratio increases with the number, improper ratio decreases with the larger number. Is the answer clear? Is the solution clear? C, A, D, B. Confirmations. Improper ratio decreases when the gap is same. Try this. Apply some common sense, apply some thought process. You can also mix and match concepts. First thing, do you feel the denominator is almost double of the numerator? Do you feel the denominator is almost double of the numerator? What is double of this? What is double of this? 458. The denominator is more than double. 458. So it is 29 more on this. Leave it there. Leave it there. What is double of this? Double of this is 546. 46 से कम है. Denominator is double minus something. Double से कम है. Double of this is 306. 604. Double से ज़्यादा है. Can I say first number and last number? Denominator double say more. It is more than double in the first and the last. In the middle, denominator is less than double. When the denominator is less, the fraction is more. So if I name them as A, B, and C, B is the maximum or B is the largest one? B is the maximum or B is the largest one? B is the largest one. देखो ध्यान से देखो, look at the way values are arranged. Double के आसपास. First one is double plus 29 upon 229. The next one is double plus 9 upon 302. Moving on. Chalo. Let us start now with the concept of percentages. Give me a second, I'll put this device on charge. Chalo. So percentage is basically a comparison between two numbers, or percentage basically is the ratio. So ratio method I will cover in detail, but when you have two numbers, A and B, what kind of calculations do they ask you to perform? They might ask you A as a percentage of B, or B as a percentage of A, or B is how many percent or what percent more than A. You might be asked these percentage values. So when I say B as A as a percentage of B, what comes here? Of. That is denominator. That is the base of calculation. This is what you perform as a calculation. A by B into 100. What comes after of is the base, denominator. What comes after of? A. So A will come below, B will be above. It's just like saying you have 320 marks out of 500. What percentage have you got? You have 320 marks out of 500. What percentage marks you have? So 320 out of means denominator. Of के बाद denominator into 100. ऐसा. So of B denominator, of A denominator. B is what percentage more than A. So I want to know more. More means a difference. More means a gap. Then is the denominator. So there are 4 or 5 calculations that are repeatedly seen in percentages. 3 of them are on the screen. Observe कर लो, इसमें लिखना कुछ भी नहीं है. Simply use this sentence. Whatever comes after of, whatever comes after then is the base. Of के बाद जो आ गया, ये base है. Whatever comes after then, that is the base. बस denominator क्या होगा? I am trying to show you. A is what percentage less than B. A कितना कम है B से? तो कितना कम है, to find out I have to first find out the gap. What comes after then? B. Now whenever a question is based upon percentage change, like if I say in 2023 production of rice was 123 million ton. Let us say in 2024 it is 129 million ton. What is the percentage change? Percentage change always happens between two values called as initial value and final value. So percentage change happens between initial value and the final value. It is written as final value minus initial value upon initial value into 100. This is how we calculate percentage change. For a change, you must always be told what is the initial value, what is the final value. Here, I was told last year this was the number, this is the number. So this becomes the initial value and this becomes the final value. If final value is less, if the percentage change is negative, or rather percentage change is negative if final value is lower, percentage change is positive if final value is larger. Common sense. Next year, if the production increases, the change is positive. Next year, if the production decreases, the change is negative. लिखो इनको, highlight करो. Highlight these things. Let me know once you have taken care of this. I'll teach you one quicker method as well, a very fast method as well. Do one thing, calculate this for me as an answer. Calculate for me the percentage change between these two. Use this formula and comment your answer. Comment your answer as well. Percentage change from 123 million, millions does not matter, it is the same unit. I was trying to show you whatever comes after then, after of is called the base. There are four usual calculations: A as a percentage of B, B as a percentage of A, B is what percentage more than A is what percentage less than B. These are the four common calculations between two numbers A and B. And the fifth kind of calculation is percentage change between the numbers. Now, what is your answer, guys? No, use a calculator. Use a calculator. Give me exact answer. Use a calculator. I'm going to show you one approach. So these formulas are there to guide you. They are guiding principles. You can develop your own approaches. You can develop on your own tricks to get answers faster. I'll teach you one very fast method of percentage change. You can use that in quant as well as in DI. Always divide final value by initial value. If the ratio is 1 point something, 1 point ABC, 100 times udhar hi kar do, make it 100 times. 1 AB dot C. So your AB dot C is the percentage increase. If the numerator is less, observe, if the numerator is less and the value is 0 point something, 0 point PQR, you make it 100 times. Use a calculator, make it 100 times. So PQ dot R minus 100 is the percentage decrease. I'll use examples. Don't worry, write both. This is the case where there is a percentage increase. This is the case where there is a percentage decrease. I will take enough examples. Don't worry. I'll tell you what all of this means. Don't worry. This will be useful to you in DI as well. In quant, when there are very complicated numbers, you can use this. Now, I want you to simply divide 129 by 123. Here's the example. Here I'm dividing. 129 is the final value upon 123, the initial value. So let me also do this for you, along with you. 129 by 123. So what you see here is, it turns out to be 1.048. इसको जब आप 100 गुना करोगे, you will have 104.8. So that 4.8 is the percentage increase. 4.8 is the percentage increase. Roughly speaking, 4.8. 129 by 123. Let us say I'm giving you different set of numbers. दूसरा number लेते हैं. Let us say I'm giving you so difficult number लेते हैं. 183 and 1, let us say 54. This was some manufacturing data for 2023 and this is for 2024. Divide both. What is the final value? 154. The example for this. 154 upon 180. 154 divided by 183. So this has become 0.84.1. 0.8415. 8415. I'm saying 100 times kar do isko. Listen to the language carefully. The numerator is 84.5%. The numerator is 84.15%. So how much below 100 is it? How much below 100 is it? It is roughly 15.85% below. So decrease, अच्छा पूरा हट गया होगा मेरे पीछे से. I'll just move aside. So decrease in the value is 15.85%. Yes, Rajesh, that is correct. Yes, that is correct. I just move aside here. So learn these tricks. What that ratio means is it has become 84.15% of the denominator. So it must be below 100%. So difference is the answer. If it is more than 1, it is increase. If it is less than, it is decrease. That's all. If it is more than 1, it's an increase. If it is less than 1, it's a decrease. Good. Chalo. So basics of percentage. I will add one slide to teach you guys. This I've covered for you in the earlier lecture. I'm revising it for you here. If I say 1 by 1, it is 100%. 1 by 2 is 50%. 1 by 3 is 33.33%. 1 by 4 is 25%. 1 by 5 is 20%. 1 by 6 is 16.66%. 1 by 7 is 14.28%. We have covered this. Revise karte hain. We are revising it here. 1 by 8 is 12.5%. 1 by 9 is 11.11%. 1 by 10 is 10%. 1 by 11, pay attention, is 0.909%. ऐसा लिखने से easy हो जाता है. 0.909%. 1 by 12 is 8.33%. 1 by 13 is 7.69%. 1 by 14 is 7.14%. 1 by 15, 6.66%. So I have covered these for you earlier. We are revising it here. लिख लो एक बार फिर से, याद हो जाएगा. I will show you patterns in some of these. Do you see 3 goes on? Do you see in this one 6 goes on? In this 1 goes on? In this 3 goes on? In this 6 goes on? What I'm trying to teach you is in any percentage, if the same decimal goes on, the denominator must be a multiple of 3. Denominator is 3, denominator is 6, denominator is 9, denominator is 12, denominator is 15. Whenever same decimal repeats continuously, denominator has to be a multiple of 3. So ध्यान दो इन बातों पे. Learn these things. More observations. Can I say when the denominator is 9, what do I repeat? I repeat 11s. 1, 1, 1, 1. I'm repeating 11. When the denominator is 11, what am I repeating? 0, 9, 0, 9. So 11 and 9 are matched pairs. Don't confuse. You want any multiple of 9. Let us say I'm looking for, so assuming I'm looking for 18.18%. 18.18%. I need somewhere in some calculation. Can I say that looks like 9.09 ka double? What is 9.09? 1 by 11. So that is basically 2 by 11. Whenever there is a multiple of 9, the denominator is 11. Ulta, if I want 44.44%, what is that? 4 into 11.11. What is 11.11? By 9. What I just taught you here is, what I just explained to you here is, when it is a multiple of 11, denominator will be 9. When it is a multiple of 9, denominator will be 11. Just to observe, just to learn these things. Abhi karenge increase decrease. Don't worry, we'll do that. Don't worry. I'm showing you relation between these percentages. More observations. Do you see they are multiples of 7 itself? 14, 28, 7, 14. When the percentage is a multiple of 7, the denominator is also multiple of 7. Learn this part. So same decimal repeats, denominator is a multiple of 3. When percentage is a multiple of 7, denominator is also multiple of 7. Learn this, observe. Denominator is 7 and 14. And when multiples of 9 are there, denominator becomes 11. Multiple of 11s are there, denominator becomes 9. Comment done. Take your time, take 2 minutes, comment done. That slide was extra. I cannot go back to it. When I change the view to see your chats, that slide is gone, guys. So I'll show that to you one more time. Decimals are same. Denominator is a multiple of 3. Percentage is a multiple of 7. Denominator also multiple of 7. When percentage is a multiple of 9, denominator 11. Percentage is a multiple of 11, denominator is 9. लिखो इन चीजों को. बाकी तो I've shown you. I've already shown you 1 by 1, 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 4, up to 1 by 15. Comment done so I can show you more examples. Today we'll focus on percentage increase, decrease and successive percentage. इतना करवा के भेजेंगे. Percentage basics. Comment done. Good. Sure. So now what I want you guys to do is, some of these percentages can be directly created from the given set of values. Some of these cannot be created. So give it a shot. Try karo. Try the first 3, A, B and C. I've gone extra step for you guys. I've taught you till 1 by 15. I've given you some extra results. लिख लो इनको, observe कर लो, लिख लो इनको. In case you need 1 by 18, in case, can I say, इसको divide by 2 कर देंगे, I can get 1 by 18. Let us say I need 1 by 16 चाहिए. Can I say हम इसको हाफ कर देंगे? I can divide this by half. So you can manipulate numbers and create. मेरे को 1/24 चाहिए. I am in the need of 1/24 as a percentage चाहिए अपने को. Can I say इसको divide by 3 कर दो? If you divide 1/8 with 3, you have the answer. You can manipulate these numbers and create many more values. So try to create these 3 by manipulating these percentages up to this, from here to here. You have 2 minutes. Start. Very good. तीनों बनाना है, तीनों. I want all 3. What is the good? Or chalo. I'm looking for 0.5. There are many ways I can go about this. There are many ways I can think here. I'm looking for 0.5. This is the only percentage with 0.5. There's no other percentage that I remember with 0.5. Now, can I say 37.5? 37.5 looks like triple of this. So what is 12.5? 1/8. 1/8 triple. 1/8 triple. So that is 3/8. What I'm trying to tell you is, in some question, somewhere, kidhar to, somewhere, you need value of 37.5 percentage of a number n. So what you should do is, you should remove all of this and write this number 3/8 with n. Your job is done. ये सिखाना चाह रहे हैं आपको, how to replace a known decimal to a fraction. Now what do I see? 27. What is 27? Multiple of 9. When there is a multiple of 9, denominator is 11. So you go to 11. Can I say that looks like 27.27 looks like to me as 3 into 9.09%. What is 9.09%? 1/11. So that is 3/11. Your job is done. So the idea is, you need this calculation, and you will need this in solving questions of CAT and CAT level exams. Of some number you need. So you should be able to remember this. On the spot, it should click to you that these are multiples of 9. Multiples of 9 side by side. Denominator is 11. What is third? What is this? Multiple of 7. What is this? Multiple of 7. When multiples of 7 are side by side, denominator must be 7 or multiple of 7. So I might be able to get it with this. or I might be able to get it with this. Can I say triple of this number? Triple of 7, 21. Triple of 14 is 42. So basically this looks like to me 21.42 is equal to triple of 7.14. What is 7.14? 1 by 14. So what is this? 3 by 14. I am not saying सब कुछ रट लेना है, but you are seeing so many examples again and again. कुछ तो रुकेगा, कुछ तो टिकेगा दिमाग में. So you repeat these examples, you should be able to recall this exam. याद आएगा, don't worry. So basically, whenever you want 21.42% of any number, you should be able to apply this. I have deliberately kept everything as thrice. समझा क्या अभी अपने को? ABC, all three are clear? Confirmation? Good. Only the first three. I requested you for only the first three. Moving on from this. I want you to try these three. Try these three. D, E, F. Give them a try. Same logic. Now what I'm saying is, one way to do this is, you look at 0.5. 0.5 is only here, and you see what multiple of 12 will get you nearest, closest 5 times. 62.5 is 5 into 12.5. So what is 12.5? Is 1 by 8. That is 5 by 8. Now another way to think would be complement method. Can I say 62.5% appears to be, feels to be 100% minus 37.5. What is 100%? 1 by 1. What is 37.5? 3 by 8. So cross multiply. So you have 5 by 8. Absolute detail. Pura aapka module will be in such detail. Once you grasp these things, I can go for increase, decrease or fast banayenge. Fundamentals must be in place. So that is the D1. This the second method is called complements method. I am complementing 62.5 through 100. 100 minus 37.5. Not this one. Many people fumble with this. There are many ways to create this. Observe. 41.66. Does it make you feel like it's 33.33 plus 8.33%? Check karo ek bar. Test this. Does it make you feel that this might be 50% minus 8.33? There are so many ways. मेरे को कुछ नहीं आता. Sir, I don't know any of this. Can I say this looks like 41 plus? What is 66? It is 2 by 3. Because it is a percentage upon 100. ये multiply कर दो. 123 plus 2 और ये 3 नीचे आ जाएगा upon 300. That is 125 upon 300. जितना हो सके as much as possible cancel it out. Cancel as much as you can. 25 into 5 and 25 into 12. You want to go with the first two, you will get the same answer. You'll have the same answer. The first two are called calculation by parts. The third one is common sense. What do I have? 0.66666. What is that? 2 by 3. 41 plus 2 by 3. 41. Observe. 41.6666 is basically 41 plus 0.666 which is 2/3. ये समझा क्या आपको? Did you guys understand the third way? Absolutely. 5 times of 8.33. Absolutely. You want to do this? The first one is 1/3. The second one is 1/12. The LCM of both is 12. ऊपर आ जाएगा 4 times and 1 times. Yeah. You want to do this? 1/2 minus 1/12. ये ऊपर आ जाएगा 6 minus 1, 5/12. अभी 4 बार तो वी आर रिपीटिंग इन द क्लास, ऐसी याद हो जाना चाहिए. Now this is D, this is E, all of this is E, all of this is E. What about F, sir? Sir, what about F? What do we do with that? Let us say nahi click kar raha. Sir, I am not able to think in fractions. Can I say this is 0.3333 is 1/3? So 13 plus 1/3 upon 100. ऐसे कर लो ना, 2 मिनट की बात है. This becomes 39 plus 1, 40 upon 300. 0 0 cancel, 2 upon 15. So 13.33% is 2/15. It's 13.33333, double of this. 13.33333, double of this. Write all three, comment done. Now whenever you guys think percentage, अरे बहुत आसान है. What is there? देखो छोटा छोटा कितना variation is there. Small variation, कितना सारा variation is there. You want more ways? Let us say, sir, और देखें. Does it look like to you as, let us say, 5% plus 8.33333? What is 5%? 1/20. What is 8.33? 1/12. Solve करो, यही आएगा. You'll get the same answer. You want more methods? Does it not look to you like 20% minus 6.666? 20 minus 6.6. What is 20? 1/5. What is 6.66? 1/15. बहुत तरीके हैं. If you feel, sir, this one makes more sense, ये करो ना. Nothing wrong. Now for GHI, there is no trick. For GHI, there is no trick. GHI are not among these percentages. GHI इनमें से बने ही नहीं है. I was trying to show you ratios बन सकते हैं. I can have these 15 numbers, I can have these 29 numbers and generate these. But sometimes you will have very random or weird values. जो नहीं बनता. You cannot help it. तो direct percentage use कर लो, direct ratio use कर लो. You want to simplify this to some degree. G you want to simplify. 18 plus 3/4/100. Cross multiply. 72 plus 3 75. 75/400. Cancel कर सकते हो, कर दो. 25 into 3, 25 into 16. 3/16. This one is 3/16. You want to work with H. It's just 0.55. Had it been 0.5555, I can do something here. 30 plus 0.555 multiple of 11. कर दो. Leave it. That is 275/900. कर लेंगे अपने हिसाब से, यूज कर लेंगे. What is that? Half a percentage. Done. So how to use fractions and percentages interchangeably? 3/16, yes. Rutraj, yes. How to use fractions and percentages interchangeably? Any doubts in A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, or I? We have seen 9 examples. so far? Any doubts in any of these? Moving on. Now, the concept of percentage increase decrease and the concept of multiplying factor. Sure. Simple. There is some number that I have. The number is A. And I need to increase the number A by 10%. Or I have a number B, some number B. I want to decrease the number by 10%. So what is the multiplying factor? How do we increase? How do we decrease? Whenever I'm increasing, I'm going to add 10% of the number. What is common? A is common. I can write like this. I can rearrange. This 100 will go up. I will have 110 upon 100. So I want you to be able to reach this step without writing anything. I want percentage more. See, on the base of 100, I have more numbers. See, numerator is more than 100. How much more is it? It is 10 more. So you write anything more on the numerator, it increases the number. Here, because I am decreasing something, I will subtract 10% of B. I will take B common. I will rearrange this. 100 will go up. 100 minus 10. 90 by 100. See, 100 is the base. Now, is the numerator more or is the numerator less? The numerator is less. How much less? 10 less. So out of these, see, who is performing the job of increase or decrease? This ratio performs the job of increase. This ratio performs the job of decrease. These are called multiplying factors. Multiplying. It does not matter what is the value of A or B. Who is doing the job of increase? 110 upon 100. Who is doing the job of decrease? 90 upon 100. These are called multiplying factor. So how to remember this? Again, don't form unnecessary equation, it will confuse you. Whenever you want some percentage, you want X percentage more, you should write 100 plus X upon 100. रटना नहीं है, सीखना. On 100 there is more increase. You want Y percentage decrease, you must write 100 minus Y upon 100. Look at this form also, we will use it in SICI. SICI में बहुत काम आता है. Does it look like to you as 1 plus R upon 100? 1 minus R upon 100. अभी हमारा काम multiplying factor सीखना था. That is what I'm trying to teach you. You have more numbers on 100, it is percentage increase. Less number on 100, that is percentage decrease. I will take more examples, don't worry. Copy this down, comment done. Absolute fundamentals. Comment done. Once I see you have commented, I'll move on. You can create your own multiplying factors based upon what values have been given to you. Decimals also are fine. आपको decimals comfortable लगता है? You can say 1.1 is 10% increase and 0.9 is 10% decrease. You can work with that also. Let us say, out of curiosity, I want to test you guys. I want 17.5% more. What should I multiply? I should multiply 117.5 upon 100. I want 17.5% decrease. What should I multiply? Be very careful. Plus minus mistake होती है. 17 I will subtract from 100. 83 I will subtract half. So 82.5 I will multiply. It will do the job for me. This is the increase factor. This is the decrease factor. For what? 17.5. थोड़ा और decimal लेते हैं एक नॉर्मल लेते हैं. लेट अस से आई वांट 23 परसेंटेजेस. मेरे को मोर चाहिए. आई विल मल्टीप्लाई 123 अपॉन 100. आई वांट परसेंटेज डिक्रीज. आई वांट 23 परसेंटेज डिक्रीज. व्हाट विल आई मल्टीप्लाई? बस मल्टीप्लाइंग फैक्टर सिखाना वाज माय जॉब. चलो, reversing the whole approach. While dividing final value and initial value, be careful. I came to a ratio 2.153. I came to this. Can you guys tell me what is the percentage increase? While dividing final value upon initial value, I came to a ratio 2.153. How much is the percentage increase? तो DIY मिल सकता है आपको. So what you do is, हमें आदत है, we are habitual of using 100. इसको 100 times कर दो ना. So what you have? 215.3 upon 100. 100 में कितना ज्यादा है? How much more do I have? I have 115.3 percentage more. 100 में ज्यादा is more, 100 में less is decrease. किसी एग्जाम्पल में when I divide initial and final, मेरे पास ऐसा नंबर आ गया 0.634. कितना परसेंटेज आई एम बिलो? हमें क्या है बेटा? 100 का 100 लगा दो. न्यूमरेटर कम है. हाउ मच बिलो इज इट? 36.6 percentage below it is. ऐसा. This is what I was trying to achieve with multiplying factors. लिखो all 4 examples. Comment done. Very elementary stuff guys, very elementary stuff. अभी तो क्वेश्चन स्टार्ट ही नहीं किया आपके मैंने. We'll start with questions in some time. More people comment done. All right. Now, how do we increase decrease? Through ratios. So what I will do is, I will create one detailed example and then I'll give you 4 or 5 work around those examples. Observe. First thing, when I'm increasing, let us say some ratio 16.66%. In a question, I need to increase 16.66%. Normal method says you write 100 plus 16.66 upon 100. I'm separating that. 1 plus 16.66 upon 100. Now, do you guys remember this value is 1 by 6? 1 plus 1 by 6. When I rearrange, that becomes 7 by 6. I'll come back to this. I'll come to this. Another example, different example. Let us say I want 14.28 percentage less. I want less. So I will write 100 minus 14.28 upon 100. 100 से कम decrease, 100 से ज़्यादा increase. So is it okay if I rewrite like this? What is 14.28 upon 100? 14.28%. What is that? 1 minus 1 by 7. What is that? 6 by 7. Again, don't panic. Don't worry. Your job is to perform an increase. Increase बाद में. Forget increase. What is that value equal to? So see, now for 16.66, I am no longer using 100 as a base. I am using 6 as a base. So do you see here? There is one value more on 6. Because see, normally what we do is in percentage increase decrease, we use 100 as a base. 100 के ऊपर ज़्यादा means increase. 100 के ऊपर less means decrease. Now I am basically changing the base. 16.66 has a base of 6. दिख रहा है 6 के ऊपर I have more numbers. How much more? 1 more. So 1 by 6 more. 1 by 6 is 16.66% more. Forget the decrease. Forget the decrease. 14.28 percentage is what? Is 1 by 7. So what is the base here? What is the base here? What base am I using? Base is 7. देखो कम करना है. So do you see 7 के ऊपर में there is one value less. That is called percentage decrease. 1 less on 7. 1 more on 6 increase. 1 less on 7 decrease. So first thing you need to be able to recall is what is it equal to? What is the base? Let me take one more example. Here, let me take more examples. Increase, decrease what? Through ratio method, through ratios. Observe. I'm in the need of 33.33% more. Forget more. भूल जाओ. What is it equal to? किसके बराबर होता है ये? It is equal to 1 by 3. Now what do you want? You want more. So 3 के ऊपर में 1 more. You apply this, your job is done. More examples. Let us say in some case, in some question, I need 9.09% less. Forget less. What is 9.09 equal to? It is equal to 1 by 11. What is the base? 11. 11 पे कम करना है. कितना कम करना है? 1. 11 पे 1 कम कर देना है. That is job done. More examples. More examples. I have such practice questions for you further in the slide. We are focusing currently on theory. थोड़ा difficult करते हैं. I am looking for 37.5 percentage more. अब थोड़ा recall करो. What is 37.5 equal to? It is equal to 3 by 8. तो base is 8. कितना चाहिए ज़्यादा? 3 चाहिए. You want percentage more. तो 8 plus 3 by 8. Should you remember this? No. Should you remember this and recall this? Yes. You should be able to recall 3 by 8. तो जाकर ये एग्जाम में क्लिक करेगा. 11 by 8 लगा डाला. 37.5% इंक्रीज हो चुका है. Let us take one more example. थोड़ा सा डिफिकल्ट लेते हैं. 18.18%. I want from you the decrease factor. What is 18.18? Does it look like 2 into 9, 2 into 9? So do you remember when they are multiples of 9, denominator becomes 11. अभी कम करने का है. 11 के ऊपर में on top of 11 I will decrease 2 numbers. You multiply 9 by 11 wherever you want. The percentage decrease has happened. You multiply 10 by 11. Percentage decrease has happened. You multiply 4 by 3, 33.3% increase has happened. You multiply 37.5, the percentage increase has happened. ऐसा सोचना है. In ratios you should be able to think. Copied on all of this. First I have shown you the derivation. Those two columns left and right are derivations. How does the change of base work? I'm changing the base. Any doubts in any of this, let me know. I'll try and explain. जिनका हो जाए कमेंट डन. Good. So give it a try. Give it a try. Simple question. Just testing your understanding of percentages. What is A? Come on guys, answer. Y is a percentage of X. X is 120% more than Y. Find A. So in such questions, you focus first on more and less. Making a mistake, you're making a mistake. थोड़ा ध्यान से देखो. This is the question. This is the question. And this is the hint. You come to the hint first. You are saying X is 120% more than Y. If I imagine Y is equal to 100, X is 120% more. So X becomes 220. Do you agree with this? X is 120% more than Y. अगर 5% ज्यादा होता I would say 105. 10% ज्यादा I would say 110. You are saying 120% more. 120% more means 120 numbers more. Now, Y is a percentage of X. Either you create an equation like this, or you say A is equal to Y upon X into 100, which is 100 upon 220 into 100. बड़ा अलग तरह का आंसर आएगा. Cancelled, cancelled, cancelled. 11, 5. What is 5 by 11? 5 by 11 is 45.45 percentages. A is 45.45 percentage. It is fundamental of percentages. It is fundamental of percentages. Pay attention. Any doubts in this? Focus on the hint. क्या hint बोला है? 120% more. 100 plus 120, 220. Assumption method. Whenever percentages are simple, 10%, 5%, 15%, whenever they are multiples of 5s or 10s, assume 100, your job is done. When to assume 100? When they are multiples of 5, multiples of 10. I hope this is clear. Try this. छोटे से example. Level बढ़ेगा. You have 3 more lectures on percentages. Tomorrow you have a lecture, 9 to 11. The floor of a treadmill was supposed to be 37.5 degrees for optimum exercise of King Khan. But the gym instructor made a mistake and made the floor at 36 degrees. What is the percentage error in this? Percentage error. So can I say this was supposed to be the actual value? This is supposed to be the wrong value. So error is the gap between them. The error is the gap between them. What is the gap? 1.5 is the gap. Now error should happen. The error percentage should happen on actual value or the wrong value? On the actual value. Actual is 37.5. As this question is created to tell you base क्या है? What is the base? Base is the actual value. So your job is done. Divide both. Answer ready है आपका. 15 by 375 into 100. Use a calculator. Who cares? क्यों दिया कैलकुलेटर हम लोग अपने को? Cancel 25 times. So 4% is the error. 4%. Verify my calculations. 100 by 25 is 4%. What is the percentage error? Fundamentals, बिल्कुल fundamentals. Give it a try. In an election involving 2 candidates, 68 votes were declared invalid. Invalid means these votes cannot be considered for winning or losing. Invalid. They do not matter in winning, losing. 68 votes do not matter. The winning candidate got 56% of valid votes and won by 96 votes. The total votes polled was. Again, what is polled? Polled is winning plus losing, winner ka vote, loser ka vote, and the invalid vote. Polling means people who came to vote. 68 were invalid. बाद में we'll think. Winner has got 56% of valid votes. So how much would loser have got? Loser would have got 44% of the valid votes. What I am trying to teach you here is you can add or subtract percentages if the base is same. 56% of valid, 44% of valid. कर दो plus minus. So the gap is 12%. 12% of valid votes is how much? Is 96. So if I cancel 1 times, I will cancel 8 times. 12 ka 8 times the 96. Yes. Let me check the calculation one more time. Yes. So 1% is equal to 8. So 100% of valid votes should be equal to 800. Now how many votes were polled? Winner plus loser are the valid votes. How many invalid were there? जिनको count में नहीं देखा winning losing के 68. So how many votes were polled? How many people came to vote? 868. Only one learning objective was there. You can add or subtract percentage on the same base. Now let me talk something about margin. See, winner minus loser is called the winning margin. It is also called the losing margin. The winner wins by 96 votes. It is called winning margin. अभी आगे क्वेश्चन आएगा. So loser loses by 96 votes. The losing margin is 96. Winning margin also 96. Winning and losing margin is the same number. Winner has got more votes, so winning margin. Loser has got less votes, so losing margin. I hope there are no doubts in this example. Fairly simple. खूब advanced questions है. खूब advanced questions आपके लिए. Don't worry. Try this. Give it a try. Price of oil is increased by 30%. If expenditure is not allowed to increase, the ratio between reduction in consumption and regular consumption is. Be careful how the word play is going on. कैसा language frame किया वहां पे वो देखो आप. Then solve. Answers. See, I will teach you ratios method further in future. अभी थोड़ा सा basic पे देते हैं ध्यान. The price of oil increases by 30%. Expenditure is not allowed to change or allowed to increase. The ratio between reduction in consumption and regular consumption is. Let us focus on a different example. You are going to buy potatoes for your household. If I say the price of potatoes is rupees 20 per kg, and you are buying a quantity of 15 kg, can I say the expenditure would be 300? How do we calculate expenditure? Price into quantity is expenditures. Here what is happening, we are not buying potatoes, we are buying oil. The price has increased by 30%. So 30% looks like I can work with 100. Earlier the price was 100. The consumption was quantity old. Quantity 1, quantity old. Now the price is 130, 30% increase, and a new consumption quantity is there. So can I say 0, 0 cancelled? It appears to me as old quantity upon new quantity, or you can write new upon old, totally up to you. Both are fine. Dono sahi hai. Let me do this. Let me do this properly. Let me do this properly. Old को नीचे लाओ हमेशा. Old value should come below. That is the fundamental idea of final initial value. Quantity new upon quantity old. So 13 will go this side is 10 by 13. Earlier you used to buy 13. Now you can buy 10. What is the question? Reduction in the consumption. You used to buy 13. You are buying 10. Reduction is 3 upon the regular consumption. Regular means the original or the old, upon 13. That is your answer. What is the ratio of reduction upon original? What is original? The old quantity that we used to purchase. So we are answering three issues. I will teach you one more very effective way to answer this, almost verbally. सिखाऊंगा मैं आपको. A is the answer, guys. A is the answer. देखो छोटा छोटा ये वर्डिंग में चेंज करके रेगुलर, रिडक्शन, ओरिजिनल, योर आंसर्स आर गेटिंग मेस्ड अप. फंडामेंटल्स है, कैट वाले भी करते हैं ऐसा. पीपल हु कंडक्ट कैट एग्जाम्स, हु फ्रेम क्वेश्चंस फॉर, दे आल्सो डू दिस. Price into quantity is equal to expenditure. Keep that in mind. It's a very common example, common question. Price into quantity is equal to expenditure. Yeah. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We will pick up from here. Till then, एक बार recording फिर से देख लो, थोड़ा speed बढ़ा के देख लो if you need to. And keep on solving questions, whatever source you have for questions. Percentage we have started. Percentage का chapter उठाओ and start solving questions. Naya, purana, if you don't understand, take a photo of it and put it in the group. I'll give it a try and solve it for you. Tomorrow we'll meet. Good night, guys. Now keep on solving questions. Keep on solving questions. Don't wait for complete percentages to be over before you could solve questions. Start solving questions. Yeah. Ending from my side. Good night, guys.